Like we recently got a little lathe, a bit of a toy, but we need a router because we've got guys doing like sitting there all day filing out shapes, waste of time. So yeah, CNC router would cover that.
I have done a little bit in CNC, not a lot. I tend to play with it.
I've not used CNC. I've seen it been working in many different industries, but the particular products I have at the moment lend themselves to be manufactured using CNC.
I'm a head of faculty at an independent secondary school, head of technology, so we do a lot of product design, industrial design. We use CNC routing, CNC milling, obviously also additive technologies through laser cutting and 3D printing as well.
I haven't done CNC. We've got CO2 laser at home, so I've been sort of playing around with that. My partner uses it for her business. I just use it for a bit of fun, but I think it'd be interesting to expand out to something a little bit different.
Yeah, we use the CNC. We've got one at home. It's only a quarter size one, or one like that down there. We've got a huge one down the men's shed that Barry rewired because it was a Chinese one and it was in the Chinese language, a woodpecker. So we come down, put a new computer and everything and fixed it all up, 3 metres by 1.5.
I use a CNC router with a 600 by 1200 bed.
Yeah, it looks really good, like, because we'd be looking for one that does auto tool change, because I can see the rack back there, makes it a bit easier, get the productivity up, which is nice. Like visually it looks really good, no complaints. It's been, like I've seen some more import, like full import sort of ones where it's a bit jankier, but no, it looks pretty good.
I like it. It's small, and for educational purposes, I think it could be really good because it's not expensive. It doesn't take up a huge area.
I like what I see on those machines because they're compact, they suit the size of job that I'm looking for, and the price seems quite reasonable.
They look pretty good. They're strong, well built. Functionality looks pretty good, very simple, and the hardware looks pretty strong and durable.
They look like they do the job. That's not really qualified to.
Well, I own one of your CNC machines and it will be 4 years. The machine on an average is probably doing somewhere between 8 and 16 hours a week, and I've got to say it's performed flawlessly.
Probably just cutting out shapes on like sheet alley, so we don't want to do plasma because it ruins the sort of edge for us, and then layers are just too expensive. So just be mostly routing out shapes, sometimes doing like some contouring, but nothing too massive, if that makes sense.
It's mainly educational, so teaching apprentices on setting and editing and programming CNC machines.
My application is a laminate timber combination of Perspex and Russian ply.
Most of it we use for BCE level work. We bring it down to junior levels as well. We have a lot of projects that will run through from guitar building or looking at systems engineering where they start to build models out of various materials, aluminium, brass, timber, constructions, laminate, plies. So the projects can vary quite a bit.
My partner is good with sort of the laser engraving and all that sort of stuff. I'd like to be able to make products that can add to that. Things like personalized cutting boards that you could also, like with the inverted stuff that I saw over there, doing that sort of thing, but also being able to engrave onto it, I think would be pretty cool. She's got more occult side of her business, whereas I'd probably branch out into slightly ruder things.
We're cutting plywood, we're making cat and dog feeders and everything. We're associated with a men's shed. On the cutie boxes, we've got mermaids, ballerinas, fairies, people's names, possums.
Hobby and semi-professional woodwork. We make gift items, jewellery boxes, children's furniture, do small run industrial jobs. We've just done a job for Suttons, the tool people who are here.
As in lack of CNC is our issue really, like so we've got, because we have guys on the floor filing out shapes, it's a waste of time and they're not very good at it is the issue. No, they do a good job, but it's a waste of their time to be doing that. Precise and repeatable, really.
I mean, you're only limited by your imagination, really, when it comes to CNC and what the machine can actually do.
Being able to duplicate what I manufacture, that's my biggest objective, and to provide accuracy in what I get machined.
The biggest problem we have is safety, certainly around students. Having machines that are reliable, have good safety features. I guess you've got the attitude casing that you can design for schools, which really helps. Projects can vary, but it's also about education in terms of what the students can learn how the machines can operate, but also what they can do. So it's a great entry point.
Learning to use the software is basically, I think, where I'm going to struggle the most.
Cutting things out, yeah. Better than the old way, cutting it out with a jigsaw.
The issues that we had was getting things out in a timely manner. That this all started, believe it or not, with profile cut reindeers, which we were cutting by jigsaw and then cleaning them up with router templates. Time consuming, incredibly messy. So it was a question of time, flexibility, precision. The machine we run is repeatedly accurate to within 0.1 of a millimetre in terms of making things fit and doing boxes with box joins. That's really critical. And the biggest hurdle for us was the design software. It's been a relatively, as software experiences go, it's been a relatively painless experience.
It'll definitely help.
It could do, yeah.
I believe it will.
Yeah, a great transition.
As I said, I couldn't say yet.
Definitely, yeah. And if the CNC doesn't cut it out properly, it's not the machine.
Absolutely, the machine solved a heap of problems, but I got to say, it created a heap of other problems. Any digital device, it's very good at doing exactly what you tell it to do, and when you mess those settings up, you're going to have trouble, you're going to be terribly surprised, and there's no point, I can tell you now, there's no point in swearing it or kicking a frame that weighs 250 kilos.